Experiment number 12, voltage regulator using IC regulators 78 and 79 series. So here two different ICs we are using to get the voltage regulator. So main aim is to design the fixed voltage power supply using 78 and 79 series. So these are the components required, and first we are using 7805 IC. So here two types of experiment we are doing. One is line regulation and the load regulation. So first we'll conduct the line regulation experiment. So what is the difference here mainly for the 7805 IC and 79 IC is, so here 7805, so 05 means only up to the 5 volt there will be a voltage variation. So after 5 volt there is a constant voltage in the meter we can observe. So first let us see the line regulation. So the circuit is connected here as per the circuit diagram. So this is a 7805 IC what we are using. So here pin number 1, pin number 2 and the pin number 3. So as per the circuit diagram, so for the pin number 1, 0.01 microfarad capacitor is connected, other end is connected to ground, and pin number 3 also capacitor is connected and other end is connected to ground, and pin number 2 is directly given to the ground. And for the pin number 3 the output is given here, and the pin number 1 is also input is 2.56. Again I'll give the, so let's start the experiment now. First I'll give 1 volt. So for the 1 volt here in the multimeter you can see there is it is showing 0 volt. So I'll vary the voltage to 2 volt. So 3 volt I'll give. So again it is showing 1.6. Then for the 4 volt 2.5, there is a variation. Then for 5 volt it is showing 4.2. Then for 5 volt, here it is showing 4.9. 6 volt again it is showing 5 only. For 7 volt also it is showing 5. For 8 volt also it is showing 5. Even for 9 also the voltage is constant. So from this experiment we can come to know that after 5 volt the voltage will be constant. So next we'll connect the circuit to the load regulation circuit. Next for the second circuit, the load regulation. So here I have connected the decade box. So I have given the positive to the output terminal 3 and ground, and here the resistance I am varying here. First keep it in the 100 ohm. So and even the voltage also I am setting it to the 7 amps, nearly 7 amps I have set it here. So whatever the resistance value, or if you are varying the voltage value, so here output we are getting the constant 5 volt. So I'll vary the resistor value to the 200 ohm. So my output is 5 only. Then I'll change it to 300 ohm. Output is 5 volt. And again I'm changing it to 400 ohms. Then also I'm getting 5. So if you are varying here voltage also, you are getting the voltage value same. So that means once it is regulated or once it is conducted, your voltage value will be constant. So that is the experiment on 7805. So next pin we are changing 7 9 series. So in that 7 9 12, so 12 indicates that up to 12 volt there will be a variation of voltage. After 12 volt there is a constant voltage we are getting. So when you see here 7912, the pin numbers are different. So pin 1 is given to the ground, 2 is input and 3 is output, and the circuit connections are same. Capacitor we are connecting, and for the input pin number 2 we are giving the negative voltage, V in minus negative voltage we are giving. So here is a circuit, the same circuit. The pin number 1 is given to ground, then 2 and 3 connected with the capacitor, and the input is given to the pin number 1 and to the negative voltage here, and here it is a positive voltage to the ground. So initially here I am varying the voltage to 2 volt. I should get a negative value. Here is output minus 0.73. For 4 volt I'll show. For 4 volt also voltage value is negative and it is varying. For 6 volt again the voltage is varying and negative. 8 volt also voltage is varying, negative. Then for 10, then for 12 volt it is showing here minus 12. Then for 14 volt also minus 12. Then 16 also minus 12. 18 also minus 12. So after 12 volt we are getting the output here as minus. So I'll vary the ohm. My output is minus 12.16. Then again I'm varying it to 300 ohm minus 12, 400 ohm minus 12. So as on if I vary the value, my value goes to minus 12 only, or it remains constant. As you vary the load also, your voltage value remains constant. So this is the load regulation. For 7805 voltage value is only constant after 5 volt, and for 7912 voltage value is constant after 12 volt. So this is a experiment. So input voltage and the output voltage you have to note down in the tabular column, both for line regulation as well as the load regulation.